and that is arrow functions and ES6 methods. So arrow function is basically nothing but a new way of writing your JavaScript functions, or basically a completely new syntax. So how we basically write a function that will take a function keyword and give a name, function name. So let's say this is function name, and then you'll basically take these brackets, curly brackets, and then you'll do your operation here inside of this, whatever, like you'll do something, you'll log, return. Arrow function is basically what you need to do. You have to take a variable, and then you have to take the function name, and here you have to basically take this arrow here. So this is the syntax, and at the end the rest everything will be same. So inside of this, whatever things that you'll be doing, it will be same as this function, no difference, but the writing is like the way we write this ES6 functions, or basically arrow function in ES6, that is a different, the syntax is basically different. Now there are some other concept also. This arrow function don't have this context. Whenever you'll be going into React, you'll be learning those things. Now obviously there are not, like you may ask like what is the big difference. There is no that much big difference, but the only difference is in the syntax. And also whenever you use any class-based components in React, whenever you use a normal function, you have to bind that function, or basically you have to point to the current context of that function. For arrow function you don't have to do, because as I already mentioned, arrow don't have that this keyword, or basically the this context. So that is a big difference, and a very famous interview questions also. So that is all about the arrow functions. Now let's start learning the methods very quickly. So we have map. So first these all are the way of writing or manipulating your array or creating a new array. So first we'll do our map method. This is very important. Like whenever you'll be rendering any kind of list or data in React, you have to use this map method. Alright, every time, like each and every project you have to use this method. So we'll understand this on a very simple example. Let's say we'll have a we have a persons, or what we'll do, persons array, and here let's say this will have a name. So this will be person1, this will have an age of 10, and this will have a city of something. Then I'll copy this, paste it 2 more times. So this will be 2, this will be, let's say, 20, this will be New York, this will be 35, person3, and this will be something, what I can do, Chicago. Let's say what I want to do, I want to return the name of this, all of this name of this person from this person array basically into another new array. So here to do that, I'm just explaining in terms of name that will be applicable for all others properties also. So let's say how this will work. So let's say what I'll do, let new persons, or we'll do get extract persons name, and here I'll call this persons array, and then I'll do map. Now this will take, obviously it will take a callback function, and then it will also return you also will take an index number. Now here I'll take the person. So this person is nothing but the individual person element that you are having, this all the elements, individual elements, and then I'll take the index. Now here to return this one, you can directly return like this, or you can take curly brackets, and then inside this you have to return here. So we'll do return, and I'll return name. So because I already mentioned that these all are individual persons, so I want to return person name. So this will be this person dot name. That's it. So now let's log this one here. So we'll do extract person names. Let's see what we are getting. So we're getting person1, person2, and person3 in a different array. If I return here person.age, so this will return me the age. If I return city, this will return me I think city. If you want to return both, so again you can use the template literals here. So see now how advantage this is. So we'll do person.name, and then we'll do hyphen, let's say, and we'll use person.age. city. Save it. Now see what will happen. So you're getting person name city, person name city, person name and city. Alright, and now to return directly, you don't have to take this curly bracket, so you can directly return. You have to remove this return and remove this bracket from here also. So that means you are directly returning. It will also give you the same result here. Alright, now another thing is that, let's say I'll return here. You want to log this, let me take here, you want to log this index. So if I do log index, so let's see what we are getting. So you can see that we'll be getting index that will start from 0, 1, 2. The reason is because we have only 3, so it start from 0, then 1, and then 2, and so on. And based on that index, you can differentiate different persons, because each and every record that you are having here will have a separate index. Alright, and this can be very, very helpful in React whenever you have to render any kind of list or anything. Next we are having filter. Now filter is another, like let's say you only want to filter that person is basically from Bangalore, so I only want to get this result. So in that case you have to filter that data, correct? And also let's do one thing. I'll add another one. I'll copy this and I'll add another person. This is person 4, age of 65, and he's also from Bangalore. So now let's say I want to get all the person list, they are from Bangalore, so it will be 1 and 2. So in that case you can use the filter method. So do let extract all persons from Bangalore. I'm giving the name, you don't have to give the same name, this is just for explaining purpose. So we'll do person array and you have to use the filter method. Again it will receive a filter which is basically the predicate, and then also it will give you the index also you can use. So here again you will use the person, which is basically nothing but individual person element, and then we are having the index. Alright, and here I only want to render if the person dot city, if he is from Bangalore, then only I want to render return those. Sorry, this will be caps. So that means if that person city is Bangalore, then only return this one. Now here you have to check one thing, that what is coming. So it will return array of objects. So if I go here, so it's returning 2 data because both the person are from Bangalore. Notice if I change this one to let's say New York, or let's say I'll check if the person age is 20, so it should return only 1 because there is only one person with age 20. So I'll go here and I'll do person.age, and person.age has to be 20. Save it, and then we are having only one data. Alright, so this is another very important method. Next we are having like what else? We are having also sum and every. Let's quickly understand. So sum and every is basically to check any condition. So for example, let's say we want to check that if one of the person age is 20 or not. Yes, that is correct. So in that case it will return true for sum, but for every, as the name suggests, the method is like every person age has to be 20. So in this case it is not, so it is false. So this is 10, this is 20, so it will be false. So let's see how this will work. So we have sum and every. So I'll do let check sum method. So I'll do person array dot sum. So again this will return me person and index, and I want to check if person dot age is equal to 20. Now what will happen? So if I hover here, you can see that it is returning that determines whether the specific callback function return true for any element, not for all the elements. So in this case this has to be true. So if I now log here, check sum method, so you can see that we are getting true. The reason is because one of the person age is 20. If I make this one 25, now this will be false because no person has a age of 25. So now this is false.